Jeanine, host of Justice with Jeanine, coming up this weekend. Judge, you see how this is unfolding almost in real time. The story that broke, the follow-up, the accusations, and it's moving. Is there criminal behavior here?
You know what? There was criminal behavior, Brian, before this came out. What you had was a governor who is he's a liar. He's a political bully. And what he has done is he made a decision to infect the most vulnerable in our society by sending in COVID-infected patients. All right? That's a no-brainer right there. He knew what was going on. He signed the mandate. He tried to blame everyone, including the president, for that, but he was wrong about that. Then you fast forward and you try to find out what are the numbers, as Jeanine tried to find out. What are the numbers of people who were dying in nursing homes? He was delaying. He was saying there's no problem. He wouldn't even give the legislature the numbers. Now, right after that, I should say, he ends up getting a law passed giving everyone immunity in the nursing homes and all the administrators. So what you've got is the bad act, you've got the cover-up, but now we've got the super cover-up, where his own secretary says, we withheld the numbers because we knew there was an investigation, or there probably was an investigation going on. Let me tell you something, Brian. If you want intent, you've got intent that's so strong here. There was already a circumstantial case. Now you've got an intentional case of cover-up and intent to prevent people from finding out that this bully, this liar, this political operative killed 13,000 senior citizens in this country. And I didn't open on this 3 weeks ago. And I talked about criminally negligent homicide. I talked about reckless manslaughter. I talked about the feds getting involved. And I said, you know what? Good for the Attorney General in New York. But I'm not going to applaud her until there is a grand jury investigating this matter. And that depends on the Attorney General, whether she'll tell the AG to actually do that. And the feds can do it as well. But the excuse, I have to add this, the excuse they used was, we're sorry that we caused political inconvenience to the Democrats in trying to explain this. What? You're apologizing for the politics and not the deaths? It's an outrage. And I'm going to talk about this on my show this weekend. I am furious.
Well, you're going to get even madder now. There's talk in the Biden circles of putting travel restrictions on Floridians, people coming in and out because they claim a UK strain that might be located there. I see nothing but politics, but I ask you legally, is that constitutional for the federal government to decide who comes in and out of a state, or tell me I can't go or can't leave?
Well, you know what? They're going to say that the rules are bendable during a pandemic. But obviously, you can't break someone's. I mean, it's almost like, you know, we have the right to travel from one state to another. But this is what's going on there. I would say it's not constitutional. But, you know, who knows what a judge out there is going to say. Here's the problem. Andrew Cuomo is so jealous of Ron DeSantis right now that he's trying to put like a shadow on Florida. You know, these people have all kinds of strains that we can't afford to allow into New York. Are you kidding? You're the one who's killing New Yorkers. You're the one who told everyone stay in the house with your family when 66% of the cases were being caused at home. So now he's trying to prevent people and families from getting together. He's trying to make it look as though Florida, that they're all infected. We can't let them into New York. Are you kidding? Ron DeSantis is the perfect example of a governor who cares about his citizens and cares about how they can provide for their families in terms of work. Those kids have been going to school in Florida for the last 8 months.
And Judge,
it's crazy.
The deaths number are half of what New York is. The case number is half of that. And they don't have to stand up the economy. It's standing up already. I also think the first sign of the UK strain was in Saratoga Springs, New York. Meanwhile, Justice, I cannot wait for you, Judge. I cannot wait for your Justice with Jeanine at 9 o'clock. That'll be this weekend. I think I know the gist of your open. Am I right?
Yes, you do. We're going to dig deep into this. We're also going to talk about America Last. Why is the Biden administration continuing to push America Last? Not just in terms of what's going on with COVID and the vaccinations that he can't seem to figure out, but in terms of immigration. How about the immigrants who are coming in? Is there any testing going on for the immigrants who are literally rushing our borders? I mean, there's a lot to talk about. I've got Matt Gaetz, we've got Daryl Issa, and we've also got Peter Navarro. We've got some great guests this weekend, Tommy Lahren and Leo Terrell.
Wow.
So it's going to be a hot one this weekend.
You've been working that cell phone. The judge books all her own shows, does her own graphics. It's unbelievable.
I
Thanks.
don't do the graphics.
Thanks, Judge.
If I did the graphics, you'd have one this morning.